Linaris. Role: a key antagonist, potentially associated with the dark forces or elements of destruction. Race/origin: likely another spirit, demon, or high-tier being tied to fire or chaotic energy. Traits: manipulation of fire/energy. Linaris might possess control over destructive energies such as fire, lightning, or darkness. Elemental resilience: resistant to certain attacks due to his elemental nature. Regeneration or immortality: as an antagonist in Ashura, he could possess abilities like rapid regeneration or immunity to damage based on his elemental affinity. Tactical mind: likely able to manipulate the battlefield and adjust tactics mid-fight, taking advantage of his elemental abilities. Wutang. Role: a high-ranking member of the Slur organization, skilled assassin and fighter. Traits: unmatched physical strength and speed. Lu's most defining characteristic is his incredible physical strength and quick reflexes. He's a powerhouse who can overwhelm his opponents in hand-to-hand combat. Master of martial arts: Lu possesses profound combat knowledge, including the ability to manipulate his surroundings and fight with high efficiency, even when outnumbered or facing multiple opponents. Cybernetic enhancements: similar to Kashima, Lu has cybernetic modifications that enhance his durability, strength, and endurance. He's capable of taking massive hits and still fighting back effectively. Tactical intelligence: extremely smart in combat, able to analyze his opponents and adapt his strategy quickly. 2. Strengths and abilities. Linaris. Elemental mastery: Koku is probably capable of manipulating and summoning destructive fire, darkness, or chaotic energy, making him a dangerous opponent for anyone who relies on physical combat. Regeneration: given his likely high-level status, Koku may have some form of immortality or rapid healing, making him hard to defeat in a drawn-out battle. Combat techniques: he likely uses his elemental abilities to create barriers, energy blasts, or environmental control, shifting the battlefield in his favor. Resistance to physical attacks: if Koku is purely elemental or magical in nature, physical attacks may not affect him as much. Wutang. Physical power and speed: Lu is a brutal fighter with immense strength, capable of overwhelming foes with a flurry of blows or precise strikes. His enhancements allow him to move faster than most humans can perceive. Cybernetic enhancements: his enhanced durability and regeneration, albeit limited compared to Koku's possible immortality, give him an edge when enduring heavy attacks. Master of martial arts: Lu's fighting style is highly adaptable, with an uncanny ability to read the opponent's movements and exploit their weaknesses. He can quickly adjust his approach in the heat of battle. Weapons. Although often relying on physical strength, Lu could also potentially use weapons if necessary, depending on the environment. Fight analysis. Scenario setup. Environment: an open, neutral terrain, no elemental advantage for either side initially. Koku may start by summoning destructive energy to create a large distance between him and Lu, possibly throwing fireballs or dark energy waves to keep him at bay. Wutang will attempt to close the distance and engage Koku in close-quarters combat, where his strength and speed can be maximized. Round 1: Initial Clash. Linaris starts with energy-based attacks, firing blasts or creating fiery barriers to trap Lu at a distance. He will likely try to wear Lu down with sustained elemental attacks, knowing that physical attacks may not be effective. Wutang, using his cybernetic enhancements, dodges and counterattacks, aiming to close the gap. His superior speed and reflexes could help him avoid direct damage while getting closer to Kokuyou. Advantage: Kokuyou initially, due to his range and elemental abilities. Round 2, Close Quarters Combat. As the fight continues, Wutang manages to close the distance with his superhuman agility and speed, landing powerful blows. However, Kokuyou's potential ability to regenerate and resist physical attacks could keep him in the fight longer. Kokuyou might also adapt by manipulating the terrain using fire or darkness to either trap or confuse Lu, making it difficult for him to land consistent hits. Lu's determination and martial arts skill, though, could give him a chance to exploit Kokuyou's momentary weaknesses when the latter tries to focus on overwhelming him with energy attacks. Advantage: Wutang, as his close combat skills give him a good shot at overcoming Kokuyou's energy-based defense. Round 3, Final Push. As the battle escalates, Kokuyou Linaris might unleash a devastating elemental attack, potentially turning the tide in his favor with a massive area of effect attack. His ability to control destructive elements like fire could put Lu on the defensive, pushing him back or weakening him over time. Wutang, despite his incredible endurance and resilience, may start to lose ground if Kokuyou continues to regenerate and use elemental attacks to wear him down. Advantage: Kokuyou Linaris, particularly if he pulls off a massive elemental assault. Chance of winning: Kokuyou Linaris 65% elemental attacks, regeneration, ranged combat. Wutang 35% physical strength, speed, adaptability, but vulnerable to energy attacks.